Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Gameplay and Review. And this of course is being filmed in February because I was so busy editing and finalizing the best and worst list for Gameplay and Review for 2022. I only filmed one Gameplay and Review in January. And of course you saw it this particular month. Now it's time to get on to the games that I was going to do in January but never got to do because of the best and worst list that I was trying to edit one night, and of course there were certain other things as well that I was doing. But now it's time to get to the game that I'm doing for Gameplay and Review. And of course you probably already know that I did the Game Boy release of Avenging Spirit. Now it's time to do, sorry about that, it's time to do the arcade release, which of course is available on the Switch and numerous consoles. And I've never played the arcade. The question is the arcade version better than the Game Boy release? Because of course I have a feeling that the arcade version is going to be different from the Game Boy version. The question is the arcade version better than the Game Boy version? Let's find out. Alright. Let's get to Avenging Spirit. Okay. I assume that this is going to be a port of the arcade release. City Connection. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'll probably do the Japanese version because I don't think it really matters now, does it? Okay, so it has a two-player version as well. Can't do two-player because I'm playing. Okay, this one's optimized. I feel like you can play at home. I'll do the other one. Okay. Press any button to start. Okay, you can load the state options. You got dip switches. You got. Okay, so that's pretty cool that they have that, and you can erase the save data if you like. Alright. High scores. That's it. Okay. Let's play on. Press X. Okay. Alright. Okay. Looks like rewind and. Okay, the rewind looks like the L button. Yeah, no, it's called Phantasm in Japan. How's the dip switches work? Is it the plus button? Is it? Oh, I know what it is. You have to. Yeah, you have to do that. Hit the start button. Alright. Now we're going to play on. We don't want to do this one. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's similar to the Game Boy version. That's awesome. I like that. I do like that. That's awesome. And go out of the body. Oh, I'm hitting that. I guess not. But you can't go out. Alright. I know in the Game Boy version you can get out of their body and travel. Awesome. Graphics are really good. I will say that. The graphics are really good. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, so I can easily tell now. That the Game Boy version is slightly different. They're both about the same. They're both about the same, but I can definitely tell there are some slight differences. You can't get out of their body. Or you probably only get out of their body when they're dead. How do you get out of their body? That's the question. It's really hard to decide, but there are differences. It's really hard to decide which is better. I can tell there is one downside. You can't get out of their body. You probably have to die first. probably have to die first in order to get out of their body. I can't reach those. It sucks. I get the first key. Come on. You probably... Yeah, that kind of sucks. So that's the idea. If you kill, then you get. Okay. Fun game though. Dang yeah, but that was it. Oh, you get to start where you left off. That's good. Now that character looks cool, I will say that. I wish you could get out of their body. You don't want them to be in your body, but no. There is one downside. You can't get out of their bodies. You have to die first. Which is really the only thing that's different from the release on the Game Boy. There are some benefits to this game. This has an array of characters that you can go into, which is pretty cool. I like that. Well, there was characters in the Game Boy version as well. Yeah, and it takes quite a bit of your energy as well. Oh, your health bar drains. You don't get inside a body. Holy crap. Well, that's another downside. Means your energy bar drains even faster in this release. Fuck. Get in there. Wow, this game kicks the crap out of you. And it does. And wow, does it kick the crap right out of you. But surprisingly enough, that's no surprise since it's supposed to take your quarters. This was designed to take your quarters. Oh, looks like I'm stuck with you again. Oh well. Good night. Holy cow. Jerk. Nah, that's it. I think I'm gonna try the... No, we can save that. We'll save that. Yeah, we'll close the game. Go back. Okay, do the one player. Start. Oh, you can select the difficulties. We'll do easy. It really makes no difference. I just want to try this out. Alright. It's nothing really special. Yeah, close the game. Alright. Now I want to do the American. It don't really matter. Do the arcade game. Let's do it. Alright. Yeah. Okay. That confirms it. You cannot get out of their bodies unless they die. So you're stuck in their bodies until you can. that. We'll do this, and that'll be it. By the way, what are the options? Oh. Okay, that is all. Video. Okay, you can adjust it. Okay. Shaders. Rewind speed. Okay. Don't matter to me. Oh, that's awful. That's... Look. I don't know why they put that there. Oh my goodness. How can you read that? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to change it. That just sucks. I don't like that at all. Okay, you can go full... I don't think... It's crispy razor. And you got scaling. How about razor? Alright. Alright, we're gonna try the video features. Oh, perfect. Okay. Alright. Video. Yeah. Do not do perfect 1x ever. I will say that was awful. I don't know why they put that in there. Sorry. Fortunately, the full screen version sucks. It's playable, but what's the point? Alright. Alright. I am done. I will see you for my final review. So, what did I think of Avenging Spirit, the arcade version that you can play on the Switch? Well, before I get to that, if I had to pick between the arcade version and the Game Boy version, I'd have to give the Game Boy version a slight edge. But both games, no matter what, are good. There are a few things about this version that are better than the arcade version. First off, you get to switch your character anytime you want to with this game. Where in the arcade version, which I just played for you guys, you can't switch until that character dies. So that's one flaw. The other flaw with the arcade version, if you do not go inside a body quick enough, your energy can deplete in a matter of seconds. Where this, unless you're at certain spots, it doesn't deplete as much. So those are the two reasons why I have to put the Game Boy version over the arcade version. However, just because I'm putting the Game Boy version over the arcade version, the arcade version is actually quite fun. And besides those two particular things, I didn't have nothing really to complain about. I liked the graphics. The graphics were awesome for an arcade game. The music was really awesome. And of course, there's a surprising setting that you can do where you can check out the music and the sound effects as well. I'll talk about that when I talk about the different settings. The controls were actually quite good, and the gameplay is surprisingly good. If you don't have the Game Boy version, then I can definitely say play the arcade version, because they are quite similar. Both games are similar, but I will say there's a couple things about this particular version that's better than the arcade version. That is it. And I will tell you, no matter what, I still like the arcade version. And there's a couple of things that you do get with the Switch release. And I assume it carries over to other consoles as well. You can play the game in its original Japanese version or English version. You can play it either way. And there are 2 different types of game modes as well. But the thing about it is, it really don't matter which mode you pick. But I will say that the one that is 1-player mode only, you get to put different difficulties that you want, and it goes from easy to hardest, I believe. I think that's what I saw when I was checking the different game modes. However, there are some flaws with this particular release, and that is with some of the settings. There's this video setting that you definitely saw. That particular video setting I don't recommend. The other video settings are fine except for that one. And when I was playing this game off camera, surprisingly enough, there is a setting that's awesome. You can do this and play the game if you feel that it's really necessary. You can play it like if it was being played on a CRT. I thought that mode was pretty awesome. And I might try that mode in the near future when I do a walkthroughs and challenges on the game in the near future. Because surprisingly enough, that mode is awesome. That's one of the settings I can recommend. One of the settings I don't recommend, however, is the setting where you flip the screen. Why was that even put in this release? I don't get it. And there's also a setting where you could switch between upward or cocktail. That's a pointless feature as well. And there's other pointless features that was for this particular release that I don't recommend. There's quite a bit that I do and others I don't. And that's the thing that I really wish the people that released this game and ported it over to different consoles would have thought. They should have thought about putting the settings that are well worth people's time, rather than putting meaningless settings that we're never going to use. So that's my only big gripe with this release. The arcade game, of course, is fine. I have no complaints about the arcade game. There are also these save slots that you can actually do if you really want to save at any time. Yeah, there are save states. And that was a pretty cool feature for this particular release. It's just the different settings that were put on this particular release that are the things that I didn't like. That's the only things about this particular release that I didn't like. Besides that, I definitely like the arcade release of Avenging Spirit. And I have to give Avenging Spirit, just like I did with the Game Boy release, just like I did with the Game Boy version, I should say. I should say Game Boy release. I should say Game Boy version. Because the thing about it is, I'm giving Avenging Spirit for the arcade a green card. So that's been my review of the arcade version of Avenging Spirit. And I'm sorry that it took a little longer for my review. I was talking about this because, of course, I reviewed this before the year was over because I got it back in December. And, of course, I gave this a green card as well. And if you can find this, you won't be disappointed. I think it's still available at certain websites. And of course, you can download the arcade version of Avenging Spirit on certain consoles, including the Switch, right now. And I definitely recommend that you check the arcade version out. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you next time for another gameplay and review episode. Stay safe and stay awesome, and happy gaming.